Hi guys, it's Owen from farfightedorg. It's been a while since I did any blog posts or videos. Just been away in Christmas and all that kind of stuff. But back with a bang now. Last night myself and Phil played a demo game, so Phil hadn't played Malifaux before, so decided we'd have a go. And he liked the look of Rasputina, so he used the starter set and I used the Sonnia grid starter set just to kind of give it a go. We didn't use schemes and we used shared strategy, so claim jump in this particular instance. You can see the claim jump marker there in the middle of the table. So for Phil, the starter box is Rasputina. There are 3 ice gammons, 1 ice golem. Then for me it's Sonnia Crid, Samuel Hopkins, and then 3 witchling stalkers. And what you see here is the end of turn 1. So basically we all pushed up. Phil used his ice pillars to try and block a bit of line of sight to the approaching gammons, and that was pretty much it. Samuel Hopkins taking up a decent firing position there from behind the knocked over oil drums. At the end of turn 2 you can see there's a reasonable amount of action. One of the big things you'll see is that my soulstone counter has dropped quite dramatically. I burned through soulstones this turn. That was mostly for casting for Sonnia, so I started with 5, I'm down to 2. I can see the damage then that was wrought. There's a decent bit of damage on 2 of the ice gammons, so they only have 5 wounds each and they're up to 4, and there was 1 wound plinked onto the ice golem, which is not bad going given that these guys have armor 1 and armor 2 respectively. So what happened? Sonnia pushed forward. She used her casting expert to cast Flame Burst. This was after using her 0 action to get the tome suit that she needed on for her casting, but that cost the soul stones. There goes one of the soul stones. I wanted to max the casting value, so I was burning soul stones to increase the casting, the initial starting totals. So you know, that definitely at the time seemed sensible enough for the amount of damage I put out, but given that the ice golem was barely dented, I'm not so sure. Samuel Hopkins managed to plink a small bit of damage out there as well. Everybody else for me repositioned up. The ice golem for Phil moved up around the building, or the ice gammon, sorry, you can see him there. And Rasputina pushed up a little bit. She was using her ability to essentially arc spells through her friendly models. So you can see a big hurt on Sonnia Crid here. Phil managed to charge her with the ice golem and just tore into her. He flipped the red joker on the damage and managed to actually bring her down to 10 wounds, which would kill her. I used a soul stone to do a prevention flip and managed to prevent 1 wound, which really was a huge amount of damage. So he also got the trigger off to make her slow, so on her activation she backed out of melee with the ice golem. Thought about attacking him, but decided that I'd actually put up a flame wall just to try and keep the gammons back and out of the way. Of course that kind of protected them somewhat, but the other side is I really had to put everything into getting rid of the ice golem. Samuel Hopkins started to open up with his guns. He managed to get flaming bullets, and then he just started to plink damage off of it. So he managed to cause 7 wounds, just 1 short of destroying it, but not too bad. And that was pretty much it. So a lot of damage to the golem, a lot of damage to Sonnia. Well, you can see both of those models are gone at the end of turn 4. Samuel Hopkins, you know, did the business, but that was only after Phil got the starting flip. I had no soul stones left. So on initiative he managed to blast Sonnia out of the way with the ice golem. I got retribution fairly swiftly there. Also took out one of his gammons. And then just kind of tried to do a little bit more damage. You can see one of his gammons engaged my witchling stalker up beside the building. This is probably the turn where I dropped the ball. I mean, this is turn 5. Remembering with claim jumping we need to get within 3 inches, completely within 3 inches of that marker to actually be within a shot on the strategy. So a little bit of kind of shuffling around. I think the damage that's on Rasputina was from the previous turn. I think it was actually caused from shooting by maybe Samuel Hopkins. I took some shots with her but missed her with the Witchling Stalker, and that was the mistake. This Witchling Stalker should have at least considered pushing out to try and get in position to actually start claiming the claim jump and start contesting the scenario and force Phil's attention in that direction. But I didn't do that. A little bit more posturing. I took a couple of shots at her again. The second turn probably made that mistake. Plinked a couple more points of damage off of her, but not enough. She has 9 wounds. She put up her ice pillars to keep my guys back. In fact, I'd say Phil probably could have pushed that back ever so slightly. As it was, I managed to get Samuel Hopkins within the 3 inches, so preventing an additional 2 VPs, but Phil got the 2 VPs. The game ended here, and he beat me. So that's the last time I'm ever doing a demo for him, if he's going to beat me like that. Only kidding. It was a great game, and the Vassal module worked really well for us. So looking forward to our next game. Thanks for watching.